Hello, everyone. Hopefully, you can hear me. I'm going to try my best to speak clearly. I'm going to try to be a little bit quiet though, because it's only 5 in the morning. But I could not go to sleep without doing this reading. So, this is what we're going to do. I already started channeling a little bit. I cleansed the area, but we're going to cleanse it again. Now that you guys have joined in. Spirit, angel, guides, ancestors, Holy Spirit, please come through with clarity. Help me to channel this message for the collective today. Alright, I was already getting like a lot to begin with, to be honest. Let's just go over what I've gotten and then we'll pull probably about 6 cards. So far, this is what I got, okay? Here are some, these might be initials, I don't know. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Aries. Not, I would say not a lot of Earth coming through, not a lot of Earth sign, but we can, these don't have to, this doesn't have to be, if it doesn't resonate, it doesn't resonate. Doesn't mean that there's not a message for you, okay? But there was so much I was getting. And if we're getting into this, let me first start off by, I was wanting to do what a tarot reader would, how a tarot reader would describe you to your person or to whoever is coming towards you. Because I feel like there's someone coming towards you, like there's an eye on you, but I feel like there was like a separate energy. There was like, it almost feels like you've been, it's like there's a homesickness, like there's like a craving for a home, there's like a longing for it, like a nostalgia type of feeling. And I'm getting the feeling though, it's like maybe you, hello bug, this is not the time. I wonder if this is like, I wonder if you have someone in your energy who's kind of like, I wonder if there's someone in your energy that's kind of keeping you from, like energetically keeping you from, no, no, sorry, that's not what it is, because I was literally about to be like, I wonder if there's someone that's kind of keeping you from moving forward, but immediately it was like, Holy Spirit was like, no, you've cut this tie already. You are in a state of freedom, like you've reached a place where it's almost like there was so much hurt and heartache. And what I had here too was that it's like you've experienced like a lot of personal betrayal from like loved ones, like people who were like really close to you. And I wonder if some of it even stemmed from childhood, because I also got like severed family connection. That if it doesn't resonate, it doesn't resonate. But I just, I don't know. And then like sweet and low came up, which just made me think of like artificial sweetener. So like maybe there's just been like a lot of fake people in your life. And it's like you're craving something real. You're craving something, you're craving like something, yeah, something real, something authentic, something that feels like something that can click for you. I don't even, it's almost like, I feel like what a tarot reader would tell, what a tarot reader would describe you to whoever it is that's coming towards you is that you've reached a point, even here, like maybe there's you've centered yourself, you've reached a point where you no longer take in, I wonder if it's like you even block out these types of energies. It's like You don't take in fake people anymore. You're you try not to. I feel like maybe even you had a lot of overthinking before. Or you've been working on, maybe a tarot reader would describe you as someone who has been working a lot on like your inner healing. Maybe even, again, I wonder if you're an air sign. I wonder if you're like Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, because maybe there's like a lot of overthinking. But I'm trying to get on what it would be like in what aspect of your life, but I feel like it's literally in all sections, because I got like the image of like roots, like tree roots, which could mean family, but to me it also means like branching out into different like different aspects. So maybe it started with the home, and it, like childhood home, and it branched out into different areas of your life, and maybe even very significantly in your romantic relationships prior. And maybe what a tarot reader would describe you to this person who's coming towards you, or this divine counterpart, if whatever it may be. I wonder if this is because it could be a divine counterpart for some of you, but it also could be like a found family type of situation, like people you connect with on a spiritual level. I feel like you haven't really had that, or if you have like a very small circle, but I feel like there's more people that are meant to be in your life, and I feel like that's what a tarot reader would describe as like someone who you're on this path right now, where it's like you're craving more. You're craving something real. Like the you're so over bullshit is what it comes down to. Um, let's see. I also got clear boundaries, flourishing. I feel like you're literally flourishing right now. And then Childish Gambino versus don't be mad because I'm doing me better than you're doing you. And I feel like this is also directed towards that like bug, whatever bug is like flying around, whoever bug is in your energy, whoever this is that you've like cut ties with, but they're like are still trying to keep a lookout, or they're trying to like, I feel like even breadcrumb you, like they're trying to breadcrumb you even. But you have clear boundaries, like you literally blocked out this type of energy. You are no, it's like no more. And even I think in some of the lyrics with Watch with Billie Eilish, she says something about like you'll watch the car burn with the fire that you started, but I'll never let you back, or something like that. I don't know. It's like you acknowledge the amount of stuff that has happened, and I feel like a tarot reader would describe you as someone with like a lot of strength, and someone who is not going to put up with any bullshit, and that you have very clear boundaries, and it's you're someone who would be like, let me hold on. I don't want to say the wrong thing. What how would a tarot reader describe collective to their person, or to this person coming towards them, or to this found family, their spiritual family coming toward them, whoever it is that's coming toward them, that their ancestors, their guides, their higher self, God, anyone who is sending, working in love and light, who are they are specifically asking for, who is it that's coming to create a more flourishing part of their life. I don't even want to say like a flourishing part of their life, because I feel like if we're talking about you, it's like you don't even. I feel like a tarot reader would even tell this person, whoever these people are, where this person is like you don't even need you're like so. I'm trying to get the right words, because it's like there's definitely a part of you that has this longing, but there's also a larger part of you that is learning to be content with yourself. I feel like there's so much before where you would probably maybe question like why is this happening to me, or like I'm being punished, or this feels like a punishment. But I feel like it's like you've taken the situation, or you've taken control. Not even taking control, but like, because I feel like there's like a storm all around you, but you're literally like sitting peacefully in it because you're so content, like you're so comfortable with yourself, or you're learning to be comfortable with yourself. You're learning to love yourself. And like I even got dancing, so like maybe you even dance like randomly. I don't know. It's like I just feel like there's like a joy in you despite the amount of shit you've been through. I feel like a tarot reader would even describe you as someone who, when even longing for this, it's like you're not looking for it in someone. You're looking for it in yourself. Um, and whoever you want an addition to be, you're very particular about who you add into your space. You're very particular about who you add into your space because I feel like it's like you know clearly now what it is that you need versus what it is that you want, and I feel like you're learning to balance the two. And so you've created like a safe space for yourself, and no one is going to come into that space regardless of who they are. If they're going to be um if they're going to be on this fucking sweet and low energy, this artificial, if it's going to be fake love, make a laugh. Okay, sorry. Yeah, I'm a big BTS fan, obviously. But you're tired of the fake love. No more fake love. We're done with that shit. Okay, let's move on to cards because I don't want this to be a super long video. Um, I'm also getting Christina Aguilera Brujeria, but that could honestly because I've been listening to that song a lot. What decks are we gonna do? I want this to be super long. Holy Spirit, how would a tarot reader describe collective to their person? How would a tarot reader describe the collective to their person? You know what? Those two. Already right off the bat. So you got the King of Wands and the Tower. Definitely, I feel like they would describe you as someone who's extremely passionate, who is, like I said before, like someone who's taking control of their life. Um, you have like a leader energy. What it says here, your natural leader, Aries, air, fire. Even with this tower, sorry if you heard my stomach. It's like you've had, again, they would describe you as someone who's had a lot of shit going on in their life. You've had so much. It's like, even like, I'm getting again, like your home life, like it was the foundation of the core of who you are as a person. We're all kind of, I feel like it's like we learn so much, we carry so much of our environment that we grew up in, and we carry it with us in different aspects of our life, even sometimes without realizing. But even I'm getting drawn to the seven. Maybe seven might be a significant number. But even, oh, we got Aries again. You might be an Aries sign, um, sun, moon, or rising. But I'm getting even. Ooh, I kind of lost my train of thought. Holy shit. Spirit, center me, please. Okay, I literally literally feel like the thought, like mid thought, was just fucking yoinked out of my brain. My stomach is going crazy right now. I'm so sorry if you can hear it. It's the autoimmune disease. Actually, it's probably not. It's probably because I should probably eat some food. I didn't eat dinner last night. Don't do that. Okay, don't skip meals. I was just like too tired, way too tired. I fell asleep. But that's really random. Sorry. Actually, I'm not sorry. Whatever. Aries, I'm getting a lot of fire. So you, fire sign, fire sign, fire sign. Ooh. Oh, okay. Back to where I was getting to. I feel like even with this tower here, even with all the chaos and destruction, you've entered a state where you are looking away from it now. Like you're ready to build something stronger. You're visionary. Like you want to create something better and bigger. And even though, like I was saying, like sometimes we can carry stuff from our childhood. It's like you're deconstructing. Yes, that was the word. You're deconstructing a lot of the, maybe even like toxic, um I wonder if you grew up in like a very rigid, what is that? Rigid? What is the word? A rigid household, or like a very like, it was either like very rigid or it was literally chaos. You might be life path 5 or 7, but like 777, because I'm getting like with the 14 and 7 King of Wands. I feel like a tarot reader would also describe you as someone who is very much in their masculine energy. And again, it doesn't have to be gender. It's not gendered, it's just energy. It's, I feel like maybe they would say you're a little, like maybe you're a little imbalanced in it. Like maybe you're leaning a little bit more towards your masculine energy in the terms of like the taking action. Like maybe you're doing a lot right now. But let's get another card. How would a tarot reader describe collective to their person? One card, please. One card. How would a tarot reader describe collective to their person? Okay, well, we got 2 cards. Might also be a Virgo. God, that's sorry. Okay, Page of Cups. Yeah, there's a lot of like healing your inner child right now. There's a lot of letting go. I feel like maybe you're still even in the stage. Maybe you recently got over a breakup. This could be connected to some of the readings I've done before. Maybe it's a similar situation. But I feel like it's like, even with this picture here, you're it, again, it's like nostalgia, right? You're grieving something that you've released. It's like you're grieving something from the past, but there's something else to look forward to that you just maybe can't quite see yet. And I feel like that's how a tarot reader will probably describe you as someone who can find that it might even be like a childlike wonder despite it all. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's a part that it would even be. I feel like even a tarot reader, because even myself, I'm like impressed with how your energy comes off as very I'm getting like a lot of water, like where it's like there's like a lot of fluidity. I feel like you're in a state right now where you're very centered, but that you're flowing. There's like a fluidity to it, and it's like there's a peace to it. And I feel like it's like like maybe you're healing your inner child, and you're kind of finding like what it is that creates, that lights a fire in you. That what is it that gets your creative juices flowing? You know what I mean? I feel like that's what a tarot, how would a tarot, blah, I can't talk. That is how a tarot reader would describe you as. Maybe someone who, they would probably even describe you as someone who may get in their feelings sometimes a little much, or maybe you do tend to overthink sometimes, or you're still trying to balance out that um not falling into such a it, um, this is so hard to articulate. I'm trying to bring me back in. My stomach is going crazy. Okay. Are you guys hungry? Maybe we all need to eat a meal after this. Okay. Are you eating? Make sure you're eating, babes. Okay. Um, you know what? Let's just get on the card. How would a tarot reader describe temperance? Yeah, you're finding balance. You know what? I want to get what I don't want to find one. What deck do I want to use? Um, which deck do I want to use? I don't know. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see. Ooh, I want to do this. Okay. I have no idea what deck this is from. Like this, I got this on a clearance shelf and it had no guidebook in it. It was literally just in a little container, which I didn't think to keep because I didn't think I was going to do like collective readings or anything like this. So I just tossed it. So I have no clue what this deck is. I'm so sorry. If anyone does know, please let me know because I would love to credit the person. The Hangman. Yeah, you are learning how to surrender to your emotions, I feel like. And even surrender your emotions to, um, be it the universe, God, whatever the situation. Like, it's, I even feel like a strong release. It's like it's like you've gone your whole, you've gone, I don't want to say your whole life, but I feel like you've gone like a large period of your life where you felt so trapped and you felt like people had turned their back to you. Like, I know earlier we were saying that this was you, but now I'm getting like a sense where it's like you felt like people, you've been drowning, and the people who were right there in front of you turned away. And it's like you're like calling out to them. And you were feeling so neglected, even. But I think now it's like you're learning how to. A tarot reader would describe you to a person as someone who would. You're. You know what I got? I got the feel. Ugh, okay, hold on. I'm getting so many things right now. Ah, reel me back in, reel me back in. Okay, what I was gonna initially say is I got here. I don't know if you guys seen that video recently where there was like, I saw this video on TikTok where tourists behaving like ridiculously and disrespectfully at very meaningful sites, like historical sites, like sites of importance. And this has been like I think there was one in Mexico, there was one in Italy, but I get like the image of like the people being righteously angry over it. Like I feel like that's like your kind of energy. I feel like that's how a tarot reader would describe you, as like no longer putting up with the bullshit, and you're no longer putting up with people's stupidity. You're no longer putting up with people's disrespect. Like you're no longer. I wonder if even like you were dealing with someone who was being like culturally disrespectful, and even I don't know. That might be for a very select few, but I don't know why I got that, but yeah, it's like you're no longer dealing with that fucking bullshit. Sorry for my language. I just that made me a little mad right now. And I think that a tarot reader would describe you as, if this is someone who's like a romantic, like divine counterpart, or twin flame situation, or just someone who's coming in or in your energy who's interested in you, or who's like getting a reading on you, because that's kind of what I feel. Um, Someone who is like a soulmate type of situation, who is getting a reading on you. There may be people who do know, who are getting a reading on you specifically, like they know you personally, or this could be someone part of your soul family getting a read on your energy. But I feel like this is something that, if it is a romantic counterpart, I feel like I feel like a tarot reader would describe them as someone where, yes, I feel like you do have, I want to say you're romantic at heart, but I feel like it's like you've been burned a lot, and it hasn't made you jaded or pessimistic, but it's made you very, um, I want to say guarded, but I feel like for good reason. Like I think it's like you're working on it still, but I feel like romance is not even your priority. I feel like your priority lies elsewhere right now, and I feel like that might be on self reflection or self work, self healing. And I feel like that's how a tarot reader would describe you, as someone who's really working, like putting in the work for themselves to better themselves. Like you are, it's like you're falling in love with yourself right now. And I feel like in that type of energy, you're gonna attract good people, which is a given, because it's like you're it's a given because again, you're blocking out everyone else. And I was like getting like, okay, I know those don't look like waves but this is a waves, okay, and little birds, two little birds that may be significant, but I feel like maybe even healing with like water. Maybe you need to go to um, some type of lake, river. Maybe you work with water. Maybe you have a beach trip coming up. Okay, I didn't say it out loud, but I was asking angels, guides, like some advice for you. This is separate from what the tarot reader is going to describe, but I just felt called to get some advice for you real quick. And maybe incorporate some breathing exercises. So it says, it's easy for me to return to the present moment simply by breathing. If I'm feeling anxious or worried, I close my eyes and breathe in deeply as I picture myself filling up with white light. Then exhale and envision stress and tension leaving my body. In this moment, I am free to gently stretch and open my eyes, feeling refreshed. Okay, back to the tarot reading. how a tarot reader would describe you, I think specifically that was for you right now. Are your shoulders, are you tensed up? Are you clenching your jaw? Release. Let's just take a deep breath right now. Let's just all take a deep breath. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Yeah, I feel like a tarot reader would describe you. Again, I'm getting healing. Like maybe this is something you even already do. You don't even need me to reiterate. Like this is, I'm getting even like counting to 10. Maybe you have a little bit, I'm getting drawn back to the fire sign, but like maybe you have a little bit of a temper. Maybe you even, not even temper, but like your patience. Maybe you're working on your patience as well. Maybe you have like a short patience, or I'm getting the image of someone where it's like, or like Hades in Hercules, where he's like, where he like lights up um like the flames, they turn a different color, and then he like goes back to his blue. Ooh, sorry. He goes back to his blue, and he's like, I'm cool, I'm fine, I'm fine. I feel like you're like really working on. I don't know why that image cracked me up, but I kind of get like, I feel like you're really funny too. Like I feel like maybe even, I wonder if someone like you were in a relationship that really stripped you of your personality, or not even your personality, but like I wonder if you were in such a toxic relationship before and you lost a part of yourself, or your personality or your humor was like dimmed or belittled in some way, or you have like a goofy sense of humor that you're learning right now to appreciate, even if it's just yourself, which I fucking love that for you. I'm sorry, I'm gonna try to stop cursing so much. Just for myself. I just want to try to work on it, but I keep cursing. Alright, let's get, I want to do two more oracle and then we're going to end it because we're at 32 minutes. Okay. I'm trying not to get this video too long. Oh, I did not add this to my, I'll add this to my list of tarot decks, or I guess not tarot, oracle, tarot, divination decks that I have listed. This is the deck I purchased in Las Vegas, and it is by Kenna Ross. Okay. So, okay, well, we got prosperity at the bottom. What is full today may be empty tomorrow. And then you also got need. I don't know if you can see the image, but I feel like that is how you were feeling. Like you were, I don't know if you can see this, but it's like a corpse getting gnawed at, getting eaten by these crows. And it says, acknowledge the lack within you. Oh my God. Okay, I think this is like a, they would describe it as this as someone at, even with the crows, I think this is like your intuitiveness, your shadow side. Like you're starting to pick apart and you're starting to deconstruct. Like I said earlier, you're trying to deconstruct the parts of yourself that you're trying to deconstruct whatever this toxic like mentality or perspective or values that you were growing up. I don't know what this is. This is weird. I feel like you're trying to deconstruct it. You're learning your own path. And I feel like even with this, it's like you're having to face the parts of you that, like, we all have it. We all have the light and shadow. We all have those parts of us that are our inner demons, right? And sometimes we don't want to face them, but sometimes that's the only way we can heal from it. And I'm not saying, if this is something, like, I'm not a therapist, okay? Don't use tarot in place of therapy. But I think maybe what a tarot reader, okay, well, the video cut off, so we're gonna jump back in. What was I saying? Okay, I'm not like I was saying, I'm not a therapist, but I feel like don't, if this is something that's like really painful, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, dig into your, I wonder if you even have like if I'm just getting like blocked out memories even. I'm not saying like dig into that type of shit if it's like painful. Okay, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that you are, I mean, maybe some of you are though. I don't know because maybe this is even like this could maybe even be that you're going to therapy, that you actually like talking to someone. This doesn't even have to be like inner work. Like maybe you actually are like going to someone and deconstructing in that way. What is that called though? I know there's like a specific where it's like you face, where it's like the issue is like literally right in front of you. Oh my gosh, I don't know what the word is. I don't know. I'm not a therapist, obviously. Like I've said a million times. Sorry. Anyway, let's do one more, and then we're gonna call it a day because this is getting quite long. We're gonna do one more oracle, and then we'll leave off with advice from your spirit guides, your ancestors, your angels, Holy Spirit. How would a tarot reader describe collective? Okay, well, we got two. Okay, yes. Presence of absence. Hold what is absent in the presence of your love. Okay, you are someone who has experienced a great loss. And this here is like there's could be someone of the same age. This here is a child. This here is someone younger. You may be doing like a lot of reflection, a lot of like a tarot reader will describe you as someone who has done a lot of reflection and now you're in an energy where you are ready to receive your blessings. You are completely honest with yourself. This is radical honesty. To believe in the facade is to suffocate in the armor of alienation, self defeat, and self denial. Yeah, you've literally stepped out of that. And I feel like that's one of the biggest takeaways of what a tarot reader would describe you as someone who is in their, you're in a regal energy. You're someone who's gone through battles. You have battle wounds, you have battle scars. But I feel like you're learning to love and embrace what has made you you. And you're also learning to, I don't want to say forgive because I feel like we don't always have to, like, this is just my own personal thing, but I feel like it, it's not even a sense of, you may be even like trying to forgive yourself of certain things. And I feel like that is what, how a tarot reader would describe you, is just someone who is really focused on their healing, someone who's very focused on learning to love themselves, being honest with themselves. Just it, it your energy is so like addictive right now because you're in such a, I want to say like a boss energy. You like embody, I got this the last reading too, but like the color purple is coming up right now. And it's like, yeah, I mean, like literally, you're in like a regal type energy. And I feel like that's how a tarot reader would describe you, as someone who is very, very like, you know it, like you're learning to know what you want. You may be even writing down things that you're wanting. Maybe you do like a lot of like manifesting work, but yeah, you're someone. I feel like this can even be the guarded, what we were talking about earlier. Like maybe you are a little bit guarded. Like I said, for good reason though. But all you want honesty, you don't want bullshit. Again, you do not want the bullshit. So yes, you're gonna protect yourself against people who are trying to come at you with bullshit. But you are willing to take your armor off for those who you know that are your family. You're longing for that, and I feel like it's gonna come towards you. Like that's coming towards you. Whoever it is that's getting this reading, or who is getting a tarot reading on you, because that's the whole reason why I was feeling is like there might be someone who's like your energy is getting picked up somehow, whether it be by someone you know or someone you don't who's coming in the future. But what is, oh my gosh. So I was going to ask, what is some advice from your spirit guides, ancestors, Holy Spirit? And oh my gosh, strength. Weakness can be strength. Yes, I feel like it's like that fluidity. Like maybe even people are being like, maybe there's people in your ear who are like, oh, you've changed, or you're not like, maybe they don't think you're as strong as you once were, because maybe you used to be in a state where I feel like even like combative or argumentative in a sense, and that doesn't have to be with everyone, but oh, hold on. Okay, let me, I picked up this deck, right? Started shuffling. Look, hold on, wait, where'd it go? Wait, I literally just saw it. Listen. Where did it go? See, look. Oh my god, what did I say? Home. Home. And I said there wasn't a lot of earth sign earlier, right? There wasn't a lot of earth and it was gonna pop up. Maybe that was what it was that you were lacking. Maybe it's like you don't, what you lack is like maybe you don't even know how to have like a stable home life, and maybe you're learning how to create your own stable home life because it's something that you've never had to, like you've never experienced that like true peace and comfort, and that's what you're longing for. And that's how a tarot reader would describe you, as someone who is creating the energy. You're building yourself up so you can have this, and you're not going to let anyone stop you from it. And I feel like advice from your spirit guides and everything is letting you know that you're on the right path. And I feel like I say that all the time, but it's literally the thing that's coming up, is that you're on the right path. Don't doubt your worth. Yeah, you're moving towards a stronger, I don't even want to say a stronger you, because I already feel like you're so strong. What did this say? You're in a, you're finding peace in yourself. You're learning to let go. Like she let go of that balloon, right? She still has the two. There's, again, it's like childlike wonder. You're starting to find, um, you're making peace with your inner child. And maybe some people are thinking that they're trying to like make you doubt yourself, or they're, I don't know, I'm just getting like the image of like people in your ear like, you know, like but what is advice, final advice from your spirit guides, ancestors, Holy Spirit, for collective? Tree, let them go. Yeah, you you've released so much. You've been betrayed by so many people. I don't know. Some of you may be betrayed by so many people, but I feel like some of you, like the betrayal, it doesn't have to be so many, but I feel like it was so personal, very personal. And yeah, at the bottom, final advice, you can manifest your every wish. I wonder if the purple ties in. Oh, five. Again, you might be a life path five, or maybe you're seeing like 555 a lot. I don't know. You may be really into astrology or stargazing. Oh, this kind of wanted to peep out. Every hurricane comes to an end. Storm 44. I feel like that might be an from your ancestors. I wonder if you have. I wonder if there's. Maybe this might be for like a very very select few, or maybe even just one person. But I wonder if there's even like a disconnect from working with your ancestors because of this severed like family connection or something, or maybe you don't, or maybe you feel like you can't connect to your ancestors for some reason, but I feel like they're coming through, or there's an ancestor here who is coming through. Hold on, this reading is turning into something different. There's an ancestor coming through who is, again, slow down and celebrate yourself. You're on like a throne coming through, and almost with like a, almost like a pride acknowledgement of your success, of your I want to get even like I'm getting the image of like a fork in the road, and like you chose to go this way when everyone else chose to go, like maybe everyone in your family chose to go this way, and you're like, no, I'm not repeating that shit, and I'm going this way, and I'm going to do my own thing, and I'm going to live for myself. That may be for a very very small few, but I don't know, that wanted to come through. um but yeah, that's kind of all I have. We're gonna end it now because this has turned out to be longer than I wanted it to. But I hope you guys have a really good evening, morning, day, wherever you're at, and that you are treated as you treat others. Have a good one, guys. Bye.